Hi, I'm Connie. Welcome to Making All the Plans. Today is going to just be a quick voiceover. I had surgery earlier this week and I had done this layout before my surgery and I thought it turned out beautifully, so I wanted to share it with you, but I really don't have the energy to do a long voiceover. So here it goes. I found these printables from mandyartmarket.com and I printed them out on sticker paper, and then I went ahead and made some boxes that coordinated with her florals. And I really liked the color scheme and I loved her florals. And then I have my weeding tool next to me that I use to get the sticker backing off of the sticker paper. Without this, I never would print out stickers. I just have the hardest time getting the backing off. So wait for that hack. I cannot remember who showed it to me, but I love it. I started by grabbing my Fiskars paper trimmer and I cut out as many of the boxes as I could with the paper trimmer. I did not have everything perfectly lined up though, so I did end up having to go back in with my scissors and cut things a little better. And after I got all the boxes cut out, I went ahead and I cut each flower apart just roughly so that it was easier to get in there with my fussy cutting scissors. And then I went through and I fussy cut. There are two different ways that you can fussy cut the flowers. One is to go right up to the edge of the flower, and the other is to leave a small white border around the edge. These flowers I found that it was easier to fussy cut, and it made it look better if I left a little bit of white around the edge. So on most of them, that's what I did. Sometimes I got a little too close and I had to just go all the way to the edge. It took me about a half an hour to get all my flowers fussy cut, as well as all the boxes cut out. I did do a couple of quotes that I'm going to try and incorporate in the spread. And then I'm just going to move everything over to the side and start laying out my pages. Before I started sticking anything down, I did want to kind of see where I should lay things out. So I took some of the big flowers and laid those in the corner, and then I worked from there. I have not been putting my work plans in these spreads, so really I needed one section for my calendar items for the day and then one section for my plans for the day, so I could cover up quite a bit of the spread. I wanted to balance the blue throughout since it was so much darker than the other flowers. And there is a peach color and then like a tannish color. It's kind of hard to tell, but I wanted those to be equally spaced out as well. And then I decided to go ahead and put down the boxes that I had printed out. These are the boxes that I will use for my tasks for each day. They do all have lines on them. Once again, it might be hard to tell on all the ones except for the blue boxes. And then I decided that I would try to find a space for the quotes that I had printed out. I'm liking how that's looking. And then I decide to also put down the boxes that represent different things that I have planned throughout the week. I also decided to grab some washi tape to ground the clusters of flowers. It's just some black and white washi tape that has some text on it. You can't really read the text, but I just thought it grounded the clusters better.
Once I got that washi tape laid down, I felt like I was ready to start sticking down the stickers. So I grabbed that pokey tool, just barely sticking it through the backing of the sticker and pulling back lets you get the backing off the sticker so much easier. It has saved me so much time. I'm so grateful that I saw this on another YouTube channel and I wish that I could remember who said to do it, but I love this trick. So I went ahead and I started up in that top right hand corner, and then I decided that I should probably get those stickers down for my tasks for the week. Of course, I put one in upside down and had to restick it. Thankfully, it is forgiving as long as you get it up right away. So I go ahead and I lay those all down, and then I just work my way around sticking everything down. I'm really glad that I ended up adding that washi tape in. I do wish that I had remembered to put it down before I started laying down each flower cluster, but apparently I was having a hard time remembering to do that. It did get more difficult to pull up the stickers the longer they were down, so there were spots where I just went ahead and laid down the washi tape and cut around the flower or the leaf that I had already laid down. But I really think that the washi tape added a lot to the spread, so I'm glad that I did use it, which is unusual for me because normally that is one of the first things I go to, but for some reason I was having a hard time remembering to lay it down. I also did put some extra boxes in, even where I didn't have plans, just to make everything more balanced. I do find a way of figuring something to rate in those boxes most of the time, so it's not a problem, but I don't usually like to put boxes in just to put boxes in, but I did want to balance out the spread better. And I didn't want to waste the flowers if I had room for them, so I just kept adding until I found that there was a good balance across the page of colors, as well as a good area for me to write my plans and my calendar items for the day. Now, looking back, I could have put a lot more flowers in since I am recovering from surgery this week. I don't think that I'll be doing very much. Um, so yeah, I could have put lots of flowers in, but I'm glad the surgery happened. All is good. I'm recovering well. Um, so yeah, best laid plans, right? So I love this like half sunshine quote that I did, but I hated how much white was around it. So I went ahead and just fussy cut it so that it was like grays, so it didn't cover up quite as much. I still had a hard time figuring out where to put it, but I do think it ended up well in the sidebar. I normally use the sidebar for meal plans and such, but since I won't be doing much meal planning this week, I think it turned out okay. I will probably just be grabbing things from the freezer, or we will be doing a lot of takeout this week. Otherwise, I love how the spread turned out, and I hope that you enjoyed the walkthrough. Sorry I did not do much talking. I'm sure you guys all understand. I do keep trying to put more and more flowers in, but this is how it ends up. So I hope everyone has a great week, and I'll see you in my next video.